Capricorn 1 come in. This is the AC-3 special edition. Brilliant JBL as well. Wow, that's cool. Play that again. Wow.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Paul Cunningham, Capricorn Control. The time is 3 minutes after 6 Eastern Daylight Time. We're coming up on T-minus 32 minutes, 21 seconds. Mark. To facilitate the broadcast media, we will proceed each and
Good morning. Hi there, Dr. Calloway. Nice to see you. A funny thing happened on the way to Mars.
Not a very good one, but it's a chance. Who knows about this? Almost nobody.
The transcript
Houston is monitoring the actual flight. All the telemetry is coming from the command module, so are your voices and medical data. We recorded everything from the practice simulations. They don't know. All we need from you is the actual television transmissions during the flight and the Mars landing. That's all. Just the television transmission. That's all.
The process.
Just the television transmission.
Quite a bit of processing.
We inserted a change in the onboard computer so the spacecraft will land 200 miles off target when it returns to Earth. You'll be flown to an island near that point.
As much
From there, you'll be transferred to a helicopter. The helicopter will fly you to the space capsule, and you'll be put inside.
At least
it'll take the recovery forces a minimum of an hour and a half to reach the splashdown site. By then, you will be inside the capsule.
Image would have
when the prime recovery carrier arrives, they'll find you inside the capsule and take you out of the spacecraft.
Effect sometimes.
You thought of everything.
And it went through a HD,
I don't know, I hope
kind
so.
of like a HD process sort of thing,
Of course, you're sure
and
we'll
then
go
transferred back to Laserdisc for Laserdisc
I'm not.
pressing.
along. What if we say no?
I don't know why they didn't do a Moose,
I don't know.
a high vision pressing.
Don't say no.
When does Alan Funt come running in and tell us we're all on candid camera?
Jesus, you think I like this? You think I really believe I'm standing here in this craziness telling you about patching and tape recordings and telemetry and an island 200 miles from the target zone? I don't know what the hell I'm doing either. I just care so goddamn much. I think it's worth it. I'm not even sure of that. I just think it.
I think I'm gonna throw up.
Well, that'll solve everything. What's this all gonna solve? It'll keep something alive that shouldn't die. Before you all begin to moralize, you take a look around. You look at what we've done, and how much
Plus
more
the,
we can do.
camera setting.
You look at what we've meant to this country. Nobody gives a crap about anything anymore. People close their garages and triple lock their doors, they hide under the beds. They're even afraid to turn on their television sets for fear of what they might find out in the evening news.
True.
They're even afraid to turn on their television sets for fear of what they might find out in the evening news.
I don't even turn
There's
the
nothing
news
more
on
to
anymore.
believe in. Now, you want to blow this whole thing wide open? God knows what it might do to everybody. I'm sorry. I'm so goddamn sorry. I just don't know what else to do. I'm hanging on by my fingernails, just like everybody else. Go on. You want to be the ones who give everyone another reason to give up?
Sure, the
Go on.
high definition versions.
This is
Capricorn
really wonderful.
Look pretty.
We
neat.
go along with you and lie our asses off in the world of truth and ideals is
As to
protected.
the sound.
But we
waves,
don't want to take part in some
whether
giant
it's still
rip-off of yours, and
more
somehow or other
same
we're
dynamic
managing
range.
pretty good, Jim. I'll give you that. No. You're twisting my words.
Had a bit of an AC-3 dropout there. I think it's because
This is
it's
really
going
wonderful.
from the demodulator, the
We
RF
go along with
demodulator,
you and lie our asses
passing
off in the world
through
of truth
from
and
the
ideals.
kitchen
is,
over to the
protected.
THX cinema.
But we don't want
It's,
to take part in some giant rip-off of yours, and somehow or other we're managing to ruin the country. You're pretty good, Jim. I'll give you that.
cable or
You're
RCA
twisting my
family
words.
cable.
Don't sell yourself short. Don't sell the
I
program
switched
Don't oversell
the
it. I'm not so
leader
sure that
earlier,
canceling a flight
and
or cutting
last
off
night
appropriations
to,
means America folds up.
pass
not as simple
optical
as that,
cable
you know it. I don't
out
know
to
it.
the AVR and then
It's the only way
turn
to
the
keep
light
something
switch on and
alive
off to see if it interfered,
is to become
and
everything I
it didn't
hate.
interfere.
I don't know
So
if it's
it's
worth keeping it
a
alive.
hiccup in
Please,
the
Brew.
electrics.
Don't
It's
talk like
sometimes
that. What the hell's
causing
the
the
matter with you? Please,
AC-3
Brew,
signal
don't
to
talk
drop
like that.
out.
I don't think this is right. All
So
the
I'm going
rest
to get
is
another
bullshit.
optical lead.
You have to help.
Patch it into
What do
the,
you mean I
the
have to?
RF
You
demodulator
have
so
to
it would
help.
pass optical
if I
cable
don't?
because that
Please.
would be
Don't put me in
free
a corner.
of picking
crazy.
up EMI,
You know that?
electromagnetic
You know that? You're
interference,
crazy. You've got us in the middle of this nut house and you don't want to be put in a
RF
corner?
radio frequency, or
family.
electrical, turning a light switch on and off.
What about our families?
Please, you have to help.
What about our families?
You have to help. Shit, this
Look
thing's out
at
of
all
my
these
hand.
xenon
You think it's
lamps
all a couple of
in the
loony
background and
scientists.
all
It's
the
not.
heat
It's
that's
bigger.
coming off of it.
There are
You
people
see all
out
the heat
there,
coming off of
forces
the-
out there who
the
have a lot to
flipping things.
lose. They're grown-ups. It's gotten too big. It's in the hands of grown-ups.
What about our families?
They're flying back from the Cape to Houston. They're all together on the plane.
They might be carbon
No,
arc,
you're not serious.
but you can see the heat coming off of
Don't
it.
make me.
You son of a bitch, tell me.
They're on the plane together, goddammit! You want it in writing? There's a device. It's on the plane, too. There's some people, if I don't give them the all-clear signal, they'll explode it. Don't you understand? It doesn't have to be like this. You have to help. It's gotten out of control. It's too big.
You wouldn't. Tell me you wouldn't.
I can't. It's gotten out of control. It's too big.
You wouldn't. Tell me you wouldn't.
I can't tell you that, Brew.
It doesn't have to be like this. You have to help. It's gotten out of control. It's too big.
You wouldn't. Tell me you wouldn't.
We'll adjust the camera settings, you know, shutter and all
I
that.
can't tell you that, Bruce.
ISO, frame rate, because I can see some of the lighting in the background is not quite. It's, you know.
Some people, if I don't give them the all clear signal,
got
they'll
to balance
explode.
everything. To
Don't
sort
you
of
understand?
Like, but, you know.
It doesn't have to be like
I'll
this.
take my word for
You
it.
have to help.
Laserdisc is pretty
Gotten out of
damn
control. It's too big.
You wouldn't.
And why
Tell me you
sometimes
wouldn't.
upgrade to another format like you know, a 4K or whatever, and you know that movie is just going to sit on the shelf and it's just going to, you know, it's going to gather dust. It's not going to get played much, you know. And then the format probably doesn't last long and then gets phased out, like Laserdisc. It ain't. It's not an obsolete, or like Betamax or VHS. They're just formats that just simply got phased out. They're not dead formats. They just got phased out. Just like film got phased out. So you trade off them one artifact for the other artifact. Film had film structure, film grain, and that makes up the image and that. And 24 frames, and we're associated with well, those that have experienced it, associated with it. Those that have not are grown up more or less with digital, and they think digital's the creme de la creme. If it were, I'll tell you, I would eat my slippers. At the end of the day, you're trading off one artifact for the other. You're trading off a film structure grain for a video grain structure, for video grain texture. You know, they can make it 800 bloody K. I couldn't care less. It's, at the end of the day, it's still video. It's not pure light shining through onto pure film up onto the screen. You know, very few cinemas now you can find where, you know, they're still actually doing it, or a cinema that does it all, rather than go to another cinema that doesn't. A cinema that doesn't is to be avoided at all costs. Well, even for free, because it just ain't the same thing. Just ain't the same. I'll tell you what, this opening credits it's brilliant. It's brilliant. I'll mute it. Take the screen-based channels, a bit more the HFs, a bit on the surrounds, nicely all playing, all into merged, playing as one with the LFO supporting it. Now the LFO's turning and the surrounds are first time I sort of came across this movie, I never saw this in Philip. I think it was on VHS rental. It was on VHS rental. Wow. Where's the reset button? Oh, there we go. Memory. So, boom, go back to that. Laserdisc is so fast. It's so fast. It's more fast than what's it? Boom, was back. So linear. You just don't get that. You just don't get that on a 4K player. You get that if it's on a different side. You know, like a computer, you can just scroll through it. So on a player, you can't scroll through it. It's jogging along very slowly. And Laserdisc, boof. It's just like light speed. Is there any other chapter I would play? That's chapter 8.
Control, we are T plus 131 days, 4 hours, 15 minutes into the flight. 5.
Oh yeah. 35 minutes into the movie. Is this the scene where his car's been jacked? Yeah. Whoa. That's a nut stunt. That is. I don't know. Is that? That's so close near to the wall. I don't think that'll be a stuntman. I think they just probably added. And I don't think I think they just rigged the car to do that. It's funny how they just movies, they just throw things away, don't they? does have a certain softness to the transfer on this movie. Has a certain softness.
Cunningham, Capricorn Control.
I don't like that.
There. In an effort to widen the horizons of their species.
I'm just wondering about that light that's over on the right side. If the contrast is a little bit too high on this transfer. Because sometimes
now these three remarkable men
adjusted on
have
film,
given their lives.
You'd see some detail in the lighting. See some detail. Sometimes some transfers get done and they're just a little bit overdone.
Their lives,
and there's detail that's
widen
kind of
the
washed
horizons
out.
of their species. They died striving for a goal.
tension.
They died striving for a goal. Tell me. I ask you, I ask all of you here, you be the ones to tell me, how could we best serve these men? By giving up on their dream? By saying that it was all for nothing? You give me the answer.
That was the left gear we lost.